Hello everyone, welcome back. So we have a game against Kaspinha from Russia. Let's see who we are dealing with. But they never allow me to actually check. So we have the Benko Gambit, b takes c4. That's a rare line, which I don't consider to be very good. And now, if I remember correctly, there's something with e5, either taking on c4 or e5 immediately. And yeah, I analyzed this variation some time ago. Castles, and knight fd7 is probably the best move, after which I go knight takes f7. Let's check who it is. Bishop b7 isn't considered to be the right move. I think it's anonymous. Anyway, more details later. So here, bishop b7. I'm not sure if my opponent is threatening anything. And I guess knight bd7 is the follow-up. I want to have knight c6 as a response. So I'll go rook e1. I'm not sure if I can prevent his play altogether. Now knight d7. Still, knight takes f7 looks like a good idea in general. I don't see why not to play it. Rook takes is kind of forced. d6. Yeah, now queen e8 or queen f8, and I have rook takes e7. Okay, this is good. Knight e5. I have bishop hanging here, so maybe I can try to take and play queen b3. I'm not sure if it works out. Maybe rook e5 and queen b3 immediately. So let's calculate for a second. Rook e5, bishop e5, queen b3, attacking both the rook and the bishop. Let's say he plays some random move, like queen takes d6, I take the rook. I think I'm up material. I have some time to think, so I do not want to rush it. Maybe there's something even more precise. The bishop is hanging, of course, but yeah, I don't see anything more convincing at the moment, so I think I'll go for it. Rook takes e5, bishop f7, knight f7, de7 would have been also challenging for black, but I wasn't sure. Thank you. So here, let's have a look. Queen takes d6, bishop f7. I'm up. No, it's equal material, but I'm gonna be able to take on b7 probably. So feels like white should be winning already. Yeah. Not so bad. I like this knight f3 on move number 4 against the Benko. It prevents some line, and I'll explain later after the game. Let's just take back. I don't see what he can do if he changed anything. I guess he wants to mate me at some point, but d1 is protected by the queen. So yeah, now I'm thinking whether I should start with bishop h6 or take on f7 immediately. It's not so easy to decide. If I take, then I'm in time to take b7 maybe at some point after bishop h6 check. Take b7 with queen c6. Okay, I'll just go bishop h6. I don't think he can really do anything positive. So I guess e6 is a move. Bishop takes e6, queen back, defending. Then I just go rook e1 or something. Okay, this doesn't seem very convincing. So first I'll grab the material. Check. And then I'll think. f3 seems like the only move, but would be good enough. Yeah, now it's a matter of technique. Not sure exactly which move to play, but he wants knight e5, maybe knight f6. I like rook e1. Also rook b1 comes to mind, rook b8. And I don't see a follow-up. Okay, let's go here. Just developing the rook, adding pressure, preventing knight e5. And since I have only a minute and a half, I'll increase the pace from now. Where do we go now? Where do we go? C4 looks nice. Can also try to simplify like this. I'm not sure if it's the best, but with the time situation I would rather like simplifying. Yeah, and knight moves. Then I take on e5. Start collecting. But he has rook e8. Let's go here. Rook d6 next. Feels like he should collapse any moment now, but I have to be quick. Knight moves, rook d6, bishop moves, then I move this bishop. Okay, rook d6 is coming next, and I'm not sure what black can do if he had even 10 moves, but yeah, his king is cut off like forever. Just have to improve my position. So he wants bishop b5, but I don't care, I'll just go here and here. Then c4 maybe. Okay, it doesn't have any good square. Let's go here. Seems like he's paralyzed. Okay, let's bring the rook over. Want to go rook b7, bishop g7 mate. Don't see what he can do. So just bring the king over next. So bishop g5 comes to mind with rook takes d7 ideas. But okay, let's bring the king. I don't see any reason to rush as long as I play fast. Okay. Okay, nice finish to a nice game. So let's have a quick look at what happened. So from the top, so as I mentioned, Benko Gambit knight f3. The reason I'm starting with this move order is explained in Georgiev's book. I think he's the first one who mentioned it when I saw it. Squeezing the Gambits, knight f3, because if cb5, I think I'll demonstrate it over the board. So if I go c takes b5, after a6, if I want to go b6, like in most of my blitz games, then black has this e6 move, and it's a bit annoying. After some forced variations that I think start with something along these lines, then eventually we will reach a position where we exchange some pieces like this, and maybe not exactly with this move order, maybe bishop f4 first, but we reach some position where we exchange some pieces and we have some heavy pieces endgame with this structure, which is slightly better for white, but there have been many draws already, and I find this position to be quite dry and already fell for it a few times and didn't manage to win. So therefore, in the opening I decided to choose this move order with knight f3, which allows some options like b takes e4, b4, bishop b7, e6, but most of the guys here, they go g6, and then after c takes b5, this option with a6 and e6 is no longer logical, as you can probably tell by yourself. So same goes for d6. If we play the same move order, then now this knight f3 was more useful than d6 in this particular case. So I hope this makes sense. And as far as the game went, this b takes e4 I find less challenging because of this fourth sequence. And now knight fd7, knight takes f7 is my main line when I analyzed it. This doesn't seem like the most convincing move. I feel like rook e1 is right. Let's see with the computer. So, okay. This position rook e1 is correct. And if knight bd7, I was intending knight c6, yeah, with quite a nice edge. He has to take, and yeah, this is the typical position you get here. I take, and the next move bishop a6, and white is much better. This c6 pawn is really a pain in the ass for black. So instead he played knight fd7, and we get this typical sacrifice. And yeah, rook e5 was the easiest way, but yeah, I had a feeling here. I was thinking for quite a while because I sensed that bishop f7 might be even stronger, but I couldn't find a follow-up. In this particular position I didn't see how to proceed, and the computer points out that queen b3 is really good for white, but I wasn't sure. Bishop c6, bishop f4, yeah, it feels risky for me if I can't really see a direct proof. If I start with queen b3, is there any difference? No, it's the same. Okay, so instead I decided to play this move rook e5, which is probably equally winning, only I had to start with bishop takes f7 first, and then queen b3 check and grab the bishop. This move was inaccurate because after e6 now, which I missed, he can protect everything like this. He's attacking f2 with tempo, so I kind of have to take, and in this particular move order the queen is protecting b7. I have to find this nice tactic d7 to get the piece back. I'll still be slightly better, but not remotely close to what I could have gotten had I taken on f7. So queen b3 was wrong. This is obviously a big blunder. Once again I miss e6. I should have taken on f7 first. Yeah, and here bishop f7 followed by bishop f4 is just game over. Also queen takes b7 immediately, but what's the point? If queen c6, queen takes e7. I see. So I missed both of these moves. Play this easy approach instead, which wasn't the best, but probably good enough. And then we played just the most straightforward way, let's say the easiest moves I could find. And yeah, rook b7, and seems like black is completely paralyzed. Bishop g7 mate. If the knight moves, the bishop can't really move. This rook can't leave the last rank, and yeah, it's already game over. It was just a matter of time. So thanks everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed this game and learned something from it. And if you want to learn some more, then keep watching the next videos.